What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today, do you guys remember how we reviewed the McLaren 650S and kind of talked about what it would be like and speculated on what it would be like if we gave it buku amounts of horsepower? Well, this is not a McLaren 650S anymore. It's a 900 plus S. I don't remember the exact horsepower. I know it's well over 900. And it is an absolute beast. It is a monster, and I didn't show the build process because I actually did the build a few days ago and did a bunch of testing with it to see what I liked as far as just how I wanted to build the car and how I wanted to set the car up, and now I've kind of got it to where I really like how it's set up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what it's like, and possibly convince you guys to build one as well, because it is an absolute beast as far as just everything. Straight line performance, it can do that incredibly well. Cornering, it can do that incredibly well. It's even a drift car. It can do anything at this point. So I'll go ahead and drop it down to third gear and up to about 60, and we'll roll into it and see what happens. And go. Ridiculous! It's absolutely insane in a straight line, and the sound is just mega on this thing. Still climbing. It's one of those cars that just keeps going. It does not let up in its speed. That's 220. 221, 222, 223. It just keeps climbing. I mean, I have actually no idea what the top speed of this car is. Because, oh god, yeah, we're gonna slow down at that point. I have no idea what the top speed of this car is because there's nowhere in Horizon 2 that's long enough to test it, but it is an absolute menace as far as acceleration goes. The lightweight obviously lends itself to that very well, but the throttle response is insane. It's not like you have to wait for it to build up, and also, if you hold the brake just a little bit, and you brake boost it, you can hear the boost building. Listen to it for a second. And then you release the brake and go. Then you get full boost and you get up to top speed even quicker. So basically, if you brake boost this thing and launch off of a roll at full boost, you're going to get ridiculous amounts of speed. Now, if you brake boost it out of second gear, really all you get is some wheel spin, but I'll show you guys that real quick as well. You even chirp into third. Come on. Oh, come on. It's 220 again, and we got a corner. Why did they have to put a bunch of corners in the highway? Well, still 220. It maintained it. Oh, come on. 25, 225, 225. It won't do any more than 225, apparently. Feels like it's got more in it, though. It really does. Now, I know you guys are going to want me to demonstrate this thing off of a launch, and I will, but just keep in mind that this thing is not a, it's not a car that you would use from a dead stop, just because of the fact that it takes quite a bit of doing to get it launched properly. You really can't go full throttle until you hit third. Otherwise, if you go full throttle and anything less than third, you're just gonna get crazy wheel spin. Anyway, but yeah, you're gonna get crazy wheel spin if you go full throttle at anything less than third. Oh crap! Oh boy! I'm actually gonna head down to the other end of this highway and see if I can do one more run and just show you guys a couple of the just a roll-on from a couple of other gears, and just show you guys the different speeds that you can use from a roll, show you guys the different RPMs. You really want to get into it at around 5,000 RPM. That's really when a lot of the boost comes in. It starts to come in at 4, but, oh my god, go away. Go away. Anyway, it starts to come in at about 4, but it really gets into it at 5. Once it gets into it at 5,000 RPMs, you are, I mean, well, once you get to 5,000 RPMs, you're basically, you're hauling at that point, but anything below that, I mean, you'll get some power, but you're not going to get the full potential of the car. I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about real quick. So this would be a 50 roll from like 3,500. And then see, right at about there, it starts to get into it. But if I do that same 50 roll from just above 5,000 RPMs in second, and I absolutely just gun it, you get wheel spin, you bounce off the limiter, and then you go to third, and you just launch out of there like crazy. Now, I don't know if this is actually quicker or not than a twin-turbo Superleggera. I'll have to test that. Or especially a... Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I'm rewinding. I didn't... Yeah. Yep. But, I don't know if it's faster or not than a twin-turbo Superleggera. I'm also not sure if it's faster or not than a twin-turbo Huracan. But, oh, there we go! That's what I'm talking about. Come on, 230! Yes! Yes! Stay in it, come on. 224, 225, 226. Oh, it doesn't want to do it. We're running out of highway. Can't resist one more run in the other direction. But actually, you know what we're going to do at this point? Instead of going back in the other direction, I'm actually going to fast travel so I can actually demonstrate the fact that this thing, not only is it incredible in a straight line, but it can actually still handle. A lot of these cars that get built up to massive amounts of horsepower, they can't handle at all anymore. They're just kind of just out of the game as far as handling goes. They're just a straight line car. Not this thing, though. Not this thing. It's an amazing all-rounder. It really is, because of the fact that it's got enough traction to handle itself in the corners. Now, obviously, you have to be a little bit more respectful with the throttle than you normally would, but it still doesn't lose that balance, that McLaren-ness that it had previously. You can just get between corners quicker now. Excuse me, things. Come on. Trying to see how much speed I can get before that corner. And the thing is, the brakes are great, too, so you can haul all that speed down. But as you can see, pure grip. It really just has pure grip through these corners. And with the supporting modifications, you can go into these corners with even crazier speeds than you could before. I mean, that was, what, about 145 through there? 150-ish? Insanely quick. Now, the big question is it faster than a P1? That, I don't know. That, I still have yet to test. But when I test that, I will not only give you guys, my full, findings on that, but I'll also, give you guys information on what car is faster in certain situations, at certain speeds, in cornering, top speed, all these different things as far as which car is faster in which situation. And if you want your all-rounder to also drift, this thing's got you covered, as I shall now demonstrate. Even though it's mid-engined, it still goes for it. And there should be some corners coming up where I can demonstrate it a bit more. To prove it's not just a one-corner thing. Very balanced, very controllable, loves to hold slides. Oh boy, oh god! Okay, yeah, sorry, Fiat Punto. But the controllability is really there. The controllability is by far the really the nicest part about this car, because I almost don't like to build some cars all the way up sometimes, because when you do that a lot of the time, you kind of take away the balance. That's why I like to do really balanced builds. But this thing, you can just max it out, give it a set of race tires, a set of race brakes, and basically monster any kind of situation you could think of. See what I can get to on this little straightaway before it ends. Come on, that's 200, 205, 210, and we're braking. And the brakes were more than enough to haul down that speed. Oh, and actually, this is a really good section for me to demonstrate the handling, too. Very, very pointy. You can just throw it into corners, really. You have to be a little bit more careful with your throttle application, but not a ton. Oh god, okay, I forgot that corner tightened. I legitimately forgot that that corner tightened, but even though I don't have a ton of practice with this setup yet, and there's still more work to be done, I definitely think that it's got a ton of promise, and is really, I think, my favorite high horsepower build to date. And yes, there might be some things that are faster in a straight line, and yes, there might be some things that are a little bit faster in the corners as well, but as far as an all-rounder, you can't really get that much better than this. As far as a lot of the things that I've tested, like I said, you can't really get that much better than this in across-the-board capability. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel and want to follow this project card, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.